Hello, today we're going to be discussing the interactions of life and the environment. So, life exists in different realms called biomes. What is a biome? It is a large naturally occurring community of flora and fauna occupying a major habitat. For example, a forest, a tundra, a desert, a marine environment. Those you can see pictures up there. Flora and fauna, so flora is plant life, fauna animal life. Now, there are also different spheres of the world, so a little bit different than biomes. These are about spheres. So firstly, the biosphere. So this is any part of the Earth that has life. That is the biosphere. So the regions of the surface, atmosphere, and hydrosphere of the Earth occupied by living organisms. Then the definitions below, which I'll let you read on your own time. We have atmosphere, geosphere, and hydrosphere. So essentially the atmosphere is anything that is in the air or sky. Geosphere is anything that is within the earth, think geology. And then hydrosphere, hydro referring to water. Hydrosphere is anything that is in water. So biosphere, atmosphere, geosphere, and hydrosphere. The interactions of life and the environment. Okay, so life always interacts with other life in some way. Life always interacts with other life. Life also always interacts with the environment. So life is always interacting with other life, and it's always interacting with the environment. Now, both life and the environment are always changing. As time passes, no matter what length of time, somewhere in the environment and or in the life is different than it was before. Additionally, with talking about how life interacts with one another, life is more likely to survive when implementing group behavior or the sharing of resources and defenses. That applies to all life. So all life is more likely to survive when implementing group behavior, sharing of resources and defenses. Above, I have two pictures. The first picture on the top left, that is a group of dolphins, and essentially they are hunting for fish together. So one dolphin essentially makes this dirt ring surrounding the school of fish, and then the two dolphins at the top who are outside of the dirt ring, basically the fish are trapped within the dirt ring, so they jump over the dirt ring to escape the ring of dirt, and then there they have hungry dolphins waiting to consume them. So that is just one example. So the dolphins, having one dolphin use hunting tactics, so dolphins can eat, and then they'll literally switch turns so that the original dolphin who made the ring of dirt can eat. So that is just an example of how life can share resources, so that food. Another example, picture on the right, going back to dinosaurs. So here we have a group of Triceratopses in a defensive group position surrounding their young in the middle. So that is how you can share your defenses. If it was just one Triceratops trying to protect three, that is not as good a defense as a whole. Let's see what it meant. 1, 2, 3. That's 9 Triceratopses. So that is an example of sharing defenses. So again, life more likely to survive when they share resources, so food, shelter, and defenses. Now, also, characteristics of the environment is that it is composed of living things and non-living things. These are also known as biotic, so living things, biotic factors, and abiotic factors, non-living things. Okay. when biotic factors and abiotic factors change, that is ecological succession. Okay, I'll let you read that excerpt on your own, but essentially ecological succession is that when something is able to survive past or a certain point, or I guess survive longer than other abiotic and biotic factors, that surviving abiotic and biotic factors, the existing ones, replace or succeed the abiotic and biotic factors that are not as good or may not exist as long. As discussed in the previous slides, all life is changing constantly. The environment is always changing constantly, so the biotic and abiotic factors are always changing. So technically, ecological succession is continually happening all the time. Okay? Usually scientists will pick like certain time frames, like a few months, a year, a decade, so it's much easier to see the ecological succession, the changes in biotic and abiotic factors, but do know that ecological succession happens constantly all the time. Thank you for watching. Please share and subscribe, and remember to spread kindness.